As a student, I cannot offer any form of legal confidentiality. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
I will be recording our session for my personal listening and learning. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
If you come uncomfortable at any time, we could turn the camera off. I'm an experienced counselor in training. I cannot do formal counseling. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So, what do you think are 5 words that describe you best?
Outgoing. Intelligent. Brave.
Yeah.
Leadership. What's that for?
One more.
And encouraging.
So leadership, I'm thinking that's more of like a quality. What do you feel like makes you a good leader or puts you in a better leader role than others?
I personally feel like that because I feel like out of all the situations I've been through in my life, I feel like I've been put in that position, if not worked my way up to that position. So like, for example, like sports, like it was either I made my way up there or I was already up there. So like I'll work as hard as I can to show that I can handle a situation. I work better under pressure. At work, the same thing as at work. I come in new, come in making connections, do what I gotta do. I work as hard as I can. I always work extra, work more than the other person next to me does, just so I can get that recognition. So I guess like in different situations, I've been put in spots where I can lead and show that I can be a good leader and improve on the team. Like I become a leader, we can improve on work ethic, et cetera, a whole bunch of stuff.
So I noticed you kind of always feel like you're in competition to be the best. Was that always in you, or do you feel like that's something that grew on you? Was that all you were taught? To be number one or nothing? Or
nah, not to be number one or nothing, but and I don't think I'm always in competition, but I feel like it's more of like me knowing what I'm worth and knowing what I value and what I know that I can work to get for. So like I'm not gonna like not work as hard as I work to settle for something low when I could work for something that's gonna be bigger. So like I don't really think it's me in competition with people. It's just me knowing what I want. Like if I want something big that I know I can't get, I'm gonna work as hard as I can for that. I'm gonna try to be the first person to get that. I don't know. I like having the stuff that I want and not worrying about other people. I don't really think it's competition.
Seems like you're very sure of yourself.
Yeah, I try to be. That's just how I feel.
Were you always giving like positive affirmations from your parents?
Yeah, always. Every time I do something, my parents recognize everything I do. Like,
so you've been praised.
Yeah. So you see, like, I do something good, they give me like okay, like they notice it. It's not like I'm just supposed to just do it and then I don't get no recognition for it, or it's something that they're not expecting for me to do, and it's like, oh wow, he did this, thank you, like that. But yeah, most of the times when I do something good, I do get recognized for it, and like I feel like sometimes even if I don't want to get recognized for it, but like I just want you to like know that I'm putting in the work. It's not noticeable unless something is said or something like I make something physically done. So I just feel like it's not, it's not the same, but whatever.
Do you feel like you would feel as great as you are if you didn't get recognized for the things that you've done? Like, are you used to recognition? Does recognition, fuel your drive to be the best?
No, not really. Well, you asked me, do I need
that? Do you feel like recognition is the reason why, like, it fuels you to want to be the best of the best?
Not as much.
To be the best.
Not as much, because you could feel to be in that position as much as you want, but you're still not gonna be in that position at the end of the day if you don't put the work. So regardless of recognition or not, you still gonna have to put that work in.
Mhm.
It's just it's just everybody's different. You're not gonna get recognized as soon or as later as the same person as us. As long as you just go the right way, do the right way, get your work done. I feel like that's all that matters. That's gonna get you to where I don't have to feel like I gotta be the best. I know I'm gonna be the best.
Well, from my past knowledge of you and me being able to relate to you as being first generation American, I know we have a different type of feeling when we say we want to be better than our parents because our parents done a lot. We were born here.
Mm-hmm.
We're fortunate enough to be born here
Right.
to get things easier than what they had to do. So do you feel like you being first generation American and knowing your dad made it, you know, out of Cuba while still, owning businesses back at home and owning businesses here, off of nothing. He did it himself.
Right.
So do you feel like that plays into you wanting to be the best?
No, that just shows me like he came out here to give me a better life, and seeing what he went through, his struggle, to like having a hoopty that couldn't even make it to work sometimes. Like seeing all that and to where he's at now, to where he got now, definitely like show me like he didn't come here to waste time. Like he gave me this life, so it's like I shouldn't be wasting.
Mm-hmm.
I either catch up or do better. It's not. It's not so much. It's not like I said. It's not about me being first or me feeling like I'm the best. It's just I have a. He put me. He brought me here for a purpose. Like not to be a homeless bum in the corner. Like he told me. He came here for me to be great. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm striving for.
And seeing how your dad handled his business, and even you saying that you knew his struggle, does it make you fear struggle?
No, I've struggled. I've struggled a lot. I felt ways that I never thought I could have felt before. So like I definitely know what struggle. Struggle it humbles me.
So it opened up something
It
in you that
definitely
you didn't know.
yeah.
You had.
Definitely humbled me to a point where I never thought I could be that humble. So it's definitely I definitely know what struggle is, and I don't fear it. Not after everything. I just feel like it's a new challenge you just have to overcome, and once you do, it's nothing.
That's interesting. Has your father ever put pressure on you to run his businesses or put yourself in a position to follow him? Or has he mostly, supported anything you wanted to do?
He
Not on
definitely
his time.
yeah.
But on
He
yours.
supported everything I've done. He supported my last couple business moves that I try to make. He definitely supported me a lot, trying to like help me how to communicate better with people, show me how to advertise and market my platform and stuff like that. Um, has I have worked with him. I worked at my dad's job when he first started his company when I was like 12, 13. I was driving forklifts with him at his warehouse, moving stuff around, doing deliveries and stuff like that to big businesses that he had to get done. Those are deals. So seeing all him like the way like he worked and all that, like it definitely helped me like motivate and push myself to like whenever I do something, stick to it and work hard and, and try to like get to the max point of that whatever job or whatever it is.
Do you think your father would support you taking a leap of faith how you did? Just coming to, like, for example, his was like coming to a new country, not knowing the language and not knowing how things worked over here. Do you think like he'll support you ever taking a leap of faith, or do you feel like he puts more pressure on you to be structured or live up to societal norms, like going to school, getting the degree, then doing the rest, like even though he didn't do it in that order, how he wants you to do it? Does he put pressure on you to do it that way?
No, absolutely not. Because when I told him that I wanted to stop going to school, every parent is gonna feel some type of way about that. But he knew I had a back. He knew that I wasn't just gonna sit at home and do nothing. Like he knew I had a plan, and I showed him my plan. So he was like, if you stick 100% to it, then I got your back. So I did. He was following me. He kept his word. He definitely supported me. Like I said, in every way aspect that I know he could. Um, yeah, he's definitely he's definitely letting me take a couple leaps of faith. So
Are you confident in your leaps of faith all the time?
not all the time. I usually don't try to jump into conclusions unless I have a set plan. But even then, stuff can still go left and right because you never really know. So I feel like when stuff like that happens, you should just have a bounce back plan, basically. Like let's say you do something, something don't go wrong, you have something that you know that's gonna happen for like that way you just handle it and you keep going with it. So most situations that I've had a leap for have been the way I wanted to, but you definitely get those that don't always go as planned.
So do you think you want something more like stable? Like instead of always taking leaps of faith for your business ways, do you ever just think of maybe, I just need to do it how they want me to do it? Have you ever thought about that one time? Has
Yeah,
that ever set you back one time?
that just set me back. I've definitely thought about it, but I feel like most businesses aren't made like that. If you really look at it, like me when I
Pressure
look
makes diamond.
when I look at businesses, like I'm thinking like garage starting businesses, like side corner hustling, like showing like promoting you're sitting outside in the corner with a flyer promoting your stuff, walking around houses promoting stuff. Like I'm more of like a physical type of marketing type person. Now it's just everything's like social media and all that stuff. I mean, nothing wrong with that either though, because I guess that's an easy way for you to lift your business up. But like,
So now you're feeling like people focus too much on social media coverage that they don't talk to people anymore.
right, right. That's exactly.
They want to
So
just reach people on an electronic level, but not on a person to
yeah,
person
like
level.
I can't even. It's like sometimes you can't even get people to like meet up with you just to like talk about business. Like, and I feel like that's kind of like weird because back in the day you wish for that to happen. Like, so now it's just worrying about you getting a response back on a DM or an email just to get a business or get a job. Like that shit, I just feel like that shit's crazy.
So do you think a lot of people hardly work for what they do or work hard for what they do more these days? And seeing how the generations change, does that make you more set in your ways and more set in yourself how you wanna
I don't know. I wouldn't say people work less or more. I just feel like it's how they do it and how they go about it.
Do you think it takes away from business when people aren't as attentive as they used to be?
Not really, because you got the social media to back it up. The internet's always gonna be bigger than a verbal conversation or anything that's going on.
People.
Exactly. Everything that's you got news now that goes more quicker on social media than you hear it on TV. So it's like it doesn't really. I don't really think it's about like I said like it working harder or less. It's just more like timing and how they go about their business.
So with that also, what do you think about this quote? Somebody once told me that you can't be fluent in any language before you're fluent in people. Do you think we're starting to lose sense of that? People just want to talk business, but you have to talk people
right
before you
gotta know what the people want.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we are losing that because I feel like now we're just more like focused on yes, whatever is gonna make us money. So it's like everybody should focus on money and not worried about the effects after or like the aftermath. They're just worried about that profit or what the salary what that salary income is gonna do. So it's like people are still out there that are still needing stuff, but we're making stuff that has nothing to do with
marketing to one group of people and not making sure it'll be just as good for the next.
Exactly. Or available for anybody. Like not everybody can go buy a car. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can go buy school, can go to school. Not everybody can like afford to go work at like at a marketing business or anywhere. You can't just do that.
So not everybody has the same opportunities.
Exactly.
So you notice the inequalities and the oppression that goes on.
Oh yeah, of course.
Systematically and on a day-to-day basis.
Everything. Absolutely. I mean, I feel like it's not hard if you really pay attention and if you really just pay attention to society and you just look outside. Like, all you really have to do is just sit outside for a day and you can see so much that goes on. It's just like, man, I feel like there's a lot of people that are aware of the stuff like that, but there isn't a lot of people. There's actually more, I feel like there's more people that aren't aware of stuff like that now, especially given the what do you call it, our generation that's coming up. Like, they don't see what's coming. I feel like they should be more aware of that.
So the way I took it was more like, are you saying that people are too caught up in the moment? Because, for example, for me, I know my father used to tell me sometimes you just need to, when you're driving, just ride with the car, ride with the radio off, and just think. Think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing next. Don't be so caught up in what's going on around you, but actually pay attention
to what's going on.
Instead of just being caught up in it.
Yeah. And I feel like that's 100% true, especially given now, like I said, social media is just insane. The takeover is ridiculous. Like, everybody's on their phone. Like, everybody's on their phone. Like, you go to dinner, you're on your phone on dinner. Yeah. Like,
when that never used to be a thing.
Never used to do that. Never. I'm not that old either, but it's like when I was younger, we didn't
have it so accessible.
Yeah, like we wasn't worried about it.
Every 2-year-old has an iPad.
Right. You got babies that are using iPads. That's
you know
ridiculous.
How to search YouTube.
I don't even know what the iPad was. The iPad wasn't even out when we was babies.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? So it's just like, it's just ridiculous what's going on right now.
We can cut it.